We go to Texas.
Why?
After coming off that massive win against John Cornyn, Republican Ken Paxton goes one-on-one with another beta male out of Texas.
Another one.
Sorry, Beto O'Rourke.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men.
What?
Democrat James Tallarico.
We don't give a fuck.
Oh, and Ken, you better watch yourself. The man believes in 7 genders.
What?
I'm Jasper Gonzo and this. By the way, he also believes that God is non-binary.
Hold up.
And the Bible mentions nothing about abortion.
Wait a minute.
What about God the Father and thou shalt not kill? Don't you understand? But it's what's next. Hey, happy Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Jasper Gonzo, what's next? Another daily dose, another episode for you. Hope you guys are feeling good on this day. Well, we're coming off a short week because of Memorial Day, but the stories keep on coming. This one out of Texas. After coming off a massive win against incumbent John Cornyn, Ken Paxton, Republican, AG, will go one-on-one with another beta male out of Texas. I thought we got past that with Beto O'Rourke. Anyway, James Tallarico. Ken, he needs to watch himself because Tallarico's come prepared. I believe in 7 genders, God is non-binary, and abortion is not mentioned in the Bible. Can you say Senator Ken Paxton come November? Yeah, I can. This, coming out of Breitbart, John Nolte. James' God non-binary Tallarico can't even handle a simple CBS softball interview. Oh, this will be interesting. And yes, that's the beta male himself. Stridently heterosexual. Yes, I am super straight. U.S. Senate candidate James God non-binary Tallarico can't even handle the softest softball interviews with far-left CBS News. Basically, CBS News sat down with Tallarico, who has a secret girlfriend. No, for real. Honestly, we think? With only one purpose. To give Democrats a chance to clean up and put behind some of his most ludicrous, heretical, and anti-Semitic quotes the GOP is already hammering him with. Those quotes? Okay, this isn't me paraphrasing. This not all gay Tallarico actually said the following. In 21, Tallarico took time away from his possibly having a wild heterosexual sex with secret girlfriend to announce, in my faith, God is non-binary. More. The one thing I want everyone to be aware of is that modern science obviously recognizes that there are more than 2 biological sexes. You sure about that? Tallarico said in the same year that his secret girlfriend, possibly waiting in a sweaty anticipation for his return. In fact, there are 6. In my intro, I said 7, but close enough. Then in 22, Tallarico explained where all this heterosexual energy comes from. I am proud to say that our campaign has officially become non-meat campaign. He said that we are only buying vegan products from our local vegan businesses. Now, that's not half the lunacy he spewed, but those are the comments that CBS was so desperate to give an opportunity to clear up, and he couldn't even do that. CBS, God is non-binary. What did you mean by that? Tallarico, well, I think I was being intentionally provocative with that statement. But it means that God can't be defined by human categories. The Apostle Paul in his letter said to Galatians that Christ there is neither male nor female. A real news outlet would have followed up with, Christ refers to God only as the Father. Do you still believe that? Or do you still believe that God is non-binary? Somehow, there got much worse. CBS, you said modern science acknowledges 6 biological variations based on chromosomes to argue that sex is a nuanced spectrum, not a strict binary. Do you still believe that there are 6 biological sexes? I said 7 in my intro, but close enough. You said that, Tallarico, there are 2 sexes, male and female. I also know there's a very small percentage of people who have chromosomal abnormalities. A real Zoom outlet would have followed up with, how does chromosomal anomaly, create a new sex when all those anomalies are made up by either Y or 6 chromosomes? CBS says you're vegan. No, I'm not a vegan. I'm an 8th generation Texan. I've been eating barbecue since before Ken Paxton's first indictment. And this campaign basically runs on Texas barbecue. Was that supposed to be a funny? We think? Okay, anyway. A real news outlet was also followed up with what changes between 22 and now back in 22. Between 22 and now back in 22. You bragged about your campaign only buying vegan products. Sure hope you enjoyed today's episode of Democrats Sure Got It Good. But look how poorly Tallarico answered all those questions. He's still standing by his God non-binary heresy. He's still standing by his 6 biological sexes comments pertaining to that chromosome anomalies create entirely different sex when they do not. You might have a few more X than Y chromosomes, but if you have Y, you're a guy, period. These exceptions prove the rule. Here's the biggest problem Democrats have with this freaky, sleazy, snake oil religious person. He's not that bright. I mean, as much as I despise Newsom, Obama, Pelosi, they're really, really smart people. We think. Nah, I added that in. Tallarico's an actor. A miscast one at that. His aides give him the role where he's supposed to convince a crowd of Texans that he's a meat-eating, girlfriend-banging, God-fearing Christian man when he doesn't have the presence to pull it off or the brains to sail off all those sweet-ass softball questions tossed by CBS News. Besides that flat-out heresy, a word I don't use lightly, nothing is more putting off than a shameless, transparent phony. Can you believe we want to make fun of this guy for another 5 months? Oh, it's going to be fun. Good points by John Nolte. Agreed. He's an actor. The fact of the matter is that when CBS is literally handing you giant softball, or should I say beach ball ass questions, you can't even have the sense or the self-awareness. Of course, he lacks that up to say, well, you know what, God, I meant to say that as a funny, I meant to say that as being provocative, I really didn't mean it, I believe God is the Father, and let's move on from that. No, he doubled down, tripled down even, especially when it came to, the multiple genders. What a clown. So Ken Paxton comes off the huge win against incumbent John Cornyn. 64% to 39. Blew him out of the building. Now he goes up against another beta male. So instead of this guy saying, hey, yeah, you know what? About those questions, let me set the record straight and clear all this mess up. No, he just made it worse. So Paxton's looking at this like, I don't really have to do anything. All I have to do is play these comments on a 30-second loop over and over again, all the way through until November. Got 5 months. Paxton is going to have a field day with this guy when it's all said and through. Or when it's all said and done, however you want to put it. Anyway, I'm Jazz Berganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share, subscribe to it. Hit that notification bell so you guys never miss a thing. Continue spreading the word about the show. Appreciate you guys watching as always. And we'll see you next time. Peace.